Hi, how you doing? My name is Harvey Clayton Jr. and I came to figure out the volleyball team matrix problem today about the three friends Elaine, Kelly, and Shannon. Alright, so here's a chart right here. So let's talk about what we do know. We know that Elaine is not the setter. So we can go to Elaine and say she is not the setter. 100% not the setter. Then it says Kelly has been in school longer than the middle blocker. So what we learned from that is Kelly is not the middle blocker. So she is not the middle blocker. That the middle blocker. So that means Kelly cannot be a freshman actually. If she's been in school longer than somebody, that means she cannot be a freshman. So we will mark that. She's not a freshman. We also know that if the middle blocker is younger than Kelly, since Kelly has been in school longer than the middle blocker, that means that the middle blocker cannot be the oldest because the middle blocker cannot be a junior because Kelly has been in school longer than the middle blocker. So that means the middle blocker cannot be a junior. So we're going to go ahead and cross that one out. Elaine cannot be a setter. Kelly cannot be a middle blocker. Kelly cannot be a freshman. And the middle blocker cannot be a junior. So the third one, the middle blocker has been in school longer than the outside hitter. So what we can take from that is the middle blocker has been in school longer than the outside hitter. So the middle blocker would have to be a sophomore since it is not a junior. So since we already canceled out the junior, and since it's been in school longer than somebody, that means it cannot be a freshman. So we can cross out freshman for middle blocker. And now we know that the middle blocker is a sophomore for 100%. Now the outside hitter, if it's been in school, if the middle blocker has been in longer, then that means that the outside hitter would have to be a freshman because you know the middle blocker is already a sophomore. Outside hitter is a freshman. So that would cancel out these two right here. So that would leave one less from the setter who would have to be the junior now. So that would cross these two out because now we found out. So we gone through that and figured out these three, what their classification is. Also, we figured for number 4, either Kelly is the setter or Elaine is the middle blocker. And then we came to that conclusion. Either Kelly is the setter or Elaine is the middle blocker. We know that Kelly is not a freshman. Kelly has been in school longer than the middle blocker actually, and we know for Elaine, since Kelly has not been in school longer than the middle blocker, we know that she is not a freshman. Saying that she is not a freshman, we know that the outside hitter is a freshman. That's what we came to conclusion. So we'd have to cross out all the people. The setter for middle blocker. With that being said, Kelly would end up being since we know that the middle blocker is not Kelly for a fact, and we know that she's not a freshman, she cannot be an outside hitter who is a freshman, and she can't be the middle blocker. So Kelly would have to be the setter. So eliminate this one. So Kelly is now the setter. Now we just have to figure out the rest. And for Elaine, since Elaine is not the setter, and Kelly has been in school longer than the middle blocker, Kelly, who is the setter actually, and the setter is actually a junior, which we came to the conclusion after looking at the graph. And Kelly has been in school longer than the middle blocker. The middle blocker would either have to be between the two, Elaine or Shannon. And it says the middle blocker has been in school longer than the outside hitter. But the outside hitter is a freshman, so that can be. And Kelly has been in school longer than the middle blocker. So basically what they're trying to say is that we have to figure out who is a freshman and a sophomore and a junior. Since we know Kelly is the setter and the setter is a junior, that Kelly ends up being the junior. So that mark this one also. Now we have to figure out by the process of elimination what is going on for the rest of the time for the rest of these. And we can cross out number 4 because Kelly ended up being the setter. And now we have to use the information left. The middle blocker has been in school longer than the outside hitter. So if it has been in school longer than the outside hitter, that's good news. We know that the middle blocker is the sophomore and the outside hitter is the freshman. Now it says Kelly has been in school longer than the middle blocker. If Kelly has been in school longer than the middle blocker, then that means let me just say, so from Kelly being the junior, we know that Elaine and Shannon is not the junior. So now we have to look back at our clues right now. And our clues are telling us now. We got number 4 right here. We have either Kelly is a setter or Elaine is a